You have made some big strategic moves in running Emerson, and you're making more now. What is the big picture thinking behind those changes in the business?
For a company to stay viable and a company to stay relevant, as I think about it, you have to continuously rebuild yourself. So what we're doing today is going through businesses that we can, from a technology standpoint, continue to invest in those technologies, create money, create investment dollars, and then move the company forward. But you have to constantly look at what you have within your basement and say, this car doesn't work anymore, we need to move on. It is not easy. I can tell you, I went to the board my second year in the job and said, I want to sell the founding business of Emerson. The board looked at me like I had three heads. But I said, the business no longer can generate the growth or the returns or the cash that we need to make sure we stay competitive and viable for a long, long time. So we found the right owner, a Japanese company, and moved on. So that is part of my job, to make sure you revitalize that core business and grow it, and not to be bigger, but to be more vibrant.
So where are the big opportunities, industry-wise and geographically, for tomorrow?
For us, industry-wise, we are what I would say an industrial process type of company. We are a company that sells into all those industries, process industry, the power industry. We sell into data centers. We sell into telecommunications centers. We're also into the cooling parts of the world. The company is going to continue to globalize. It's going to continue to be more and more international. When I joined Emerson nearly 32 years ago, 10% of our sales were outside the United States. Today, we're close to 60% of our sales outside the United States. So a small company in the Midwest has continued to grow. We have close to 36% of our sales in emerging markets. And we moved into China in the early 90s, and we've grown there, and now it's our second largest market. So international is still going to be important, but U.S., I would say the whole Americas will be very, very important. And in fact, the last 2 years, on a pure delta basis, one of the U.S. dollars is been one of the fastest growing markets for us, and I think that will continue for the next couple of years. But you're a global player. You got to play globally these days.
Most of Emerson's revenue comes from, as you mentioned, products and services that operate deep inside plants and factories and stuff like that. Where globally are the best markets for that kind of thing?
Well, with the renaissance of oil and gas, the U.S., Canada, the U.S., Mexico President Clinton did one of the best things for this country that's been done in a long, long time. He created NAFTA. Now, the last two presidents basically have not paid attention to NAFTA. And NAFTA clearly is one of the most strategic advantages this country has. People are afraid of it, but fundamentally, if you look around the world, it is nowhere. Europe doesn't have it, Asia doesn't have it. U.S. has a unique position from that standpoint. But our products today, if you look at it, they go into Eastern Europe, they go into Russia, they go into China, they go into India, I was just in South Africa and Middle East. In the business world, Emerson's known. In the product world, you wouldn't know us if I ran over you. Right. And that's why I do business with those top business CEOs.